Star Wars Andor is the new series from Disney Plus. It is a prequel to a Rogue One, which is, I think most people would say, is the best thing Disney has put out under the Star Wars label, which isn't really saying much because everything they put under the Star Wars label has been crap. Really anything they put under their Marvel label has been crap. Disney hasn't been good. But Rogue One it's a good film. It's decent. It's something Disney could at least call a success. So they made a spin-off of their character, Cassian, which is a fan favorite, and we're going to go through the first 3 episodes. They did a 3-episode premiere. We're going to give a score to each one of them. Give a brief, I don't know, if you guys seen my old channel, I'm very, short, sweet, and simple with my reviews. That's how I think it should be, not to get spoiled too much. But we're going to go through each one, spoiler free, and we're going to start with episode 1. So get ready for a slow burn, to say the least. The first episode starts off very slow. Again, I'm not going to spoil anything, but it's very, it's not some big galactic war. It takes place with just this guy. There's, local cops, local, government that takes care of this stuff. Which some people like. They like the individual smaller stories, which I can appreciate, but I just didn't think it really went anywhere. It was very, very slow paced. I don't even really know what happened in the first episode. That's how slow paced it was. I'm like, I think this guy talked to this other guy, and then something else happened. I don't know. It's hard for me to. Ever since Disney took over with Star Wars, it's hard for me to get in the Star Wars mindset, you know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't feel like Star Wars. It doesn't have that vibe anymore ever since the prequels. Now maybe I'm getting older, that's the thing. Maybe, I don't know, but I just can't get into it like I used to. I don't think it has that Star Wars vibe anymore. The first 2 episodes really blended together. I couldn't tell you the difference between the first 2. Very slow, a lot of talking, a lot of, hey, this bad thing happened, I'm trying to get out of here, can you get me out of here? Okay, let's move to the next guy. The 3rd episode, if you check on IMDb, is the highest rated episode, which I would agree with. Again, the episode starts off very slow, but near the middle, especially the ending, is very explosive, crazy, gets a little wild. Look, I'll see where the show goes, but I'm not you guys know I did a live stream about it already. They said they're being very political with the show. They've already posted before that's going to be a Trumpian world. They're focusing more on Trump politics than they are about the Star Wars franchise, which is depressing. I just want to get out of politics. This is my escapism, the nerd stuff. I talk about politics a lot, but video games, movies, TV shows is how I escape it. And it's really hard to do that now with everyone politicizing everything. It's like everything they got to do has to be some kind of message, some kind of political point. Whether I agree with it or not, I can 100% agree with it. I don't care. I just don't want it. It's hard to get away from, and that's one reason why it's like hard to get through these Disney shows, because with every Disney show they're trying to make a political point. So it's kind of cringy, kind of annoying, kind of pandering, virtue signaling. You see that in everything. They even make some kind of remark at some point where the police are being corrupt, and they're saying let's blame it on a dark featured person. It's very on the nose. It's just cringy, really. It's like. It's just pathetic. Like, it's not something that most people want to see. Very slow paced. First episode, I'd probably give a 4 out of 10. Not much happens. I feel like I'm being generous with that 4. It's just very, very slow paced. I can't emphasize that enough. So be prepared. And I love Star Wars, so I tolerate a lot of it because I love the scenery and the just everything, the characters, the droids, the back lore, all that stuff. So I do tolerate it, but it's such a slow episode. Same thing with the 2nd episode. I really didn't notice any difference between the first and the 2nd episode. People can disagree with me and leave a comment below what you thought of all 3 episodes. I'll love to hear from you guys. I do appreciate it. But I thought it was just as boring as the first episode. I'd probably honestly give that a 4 as well out of 10. The 3rd episode definitely picked up. It's the highest rated episode so far coming out, and it's definitely the episode that has me at least a little bit intrigued to come back to watch the 4th one. I'd probably give the 3rd episode about a 6 out of 10. It was a little better, a little more fast paced, some action in it, and I'm curious to what's going to happen from here going forward. I want to see what happens with this character. I'm a sucker for Star Wars. Doesn't matter how woke it goes, how political it goes. I don't appreciate the politicalness in it. The fact that they said we're basing it around Trump. It's just cringy. It's pathetic. But I guess this is, this is the best you're going to get with Star Wars anymore. It's I go back and watch the prequels, and it's just a masterpiece at this point. Make sure you guys comment below what you guys think about these episodes. Love to hear from you guys. I'm demonetized, so I do appreciate a good like and subscribe. It does help the channel. I mean that sincerely. Appreciate it. Check my socials below in the description. You can follow me on Instagram, GETTR, all that stuff. In the description below. You can see behind me right there, all there. Appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys next time.